Let's move to question 12. Triangles ABC and DEF are similar, where A, B, and C correspond to D, sorry for this, D, E, and F. Respectively, if AC equals third of DF and angle B measures 30, what is the measure of E? In similarity, you have the corresponding sides are proportional and the corresponding angles are equal. So in this question, we are talking about angles. So we will check E is corresponding to what? E is corresponding at the middle, it's corresponding to B, and B, it's measured 30, so the answer is 30. They are equal. As we said before, we have two conditions for similarity. The corresponding angles are equal, and the corresponding sides are proportional. The corresponding sides are proportional. It means what? It means AB over DE equals BC over EF equals AC over DF. This is the meaning of proportion. Let's move to the next question, question 13. We have function C is defined by C equals 5 over 9 times R minus 0.6 minus 273 and relates the temperature of R of a scale of a temperature C degrees Celsius. What is the decrease in temperature if the temperature decreased by 8.82? This is a very easy question. You will just take 5 over 9, you'll multiply it times, this is decreases, so it will be negative 8.82. So we'll use Desmos to answer this question also. Just multiply them with the calculator. It's 5 over 9 times negative, I prefer to put it in parentheses like this, negative 8.82. It's negative 4.9 or 4.90, so the answer is B. Let's move to question 14. We have x and y. X, we have n minus 4 and n. Y is negative 5 and 19. A certain line in the xy plan passes through the 2 points given in the table where n is a constant if x coordinate of the y-intercept of the line is n plus 8. This is very important information. I will check it with you again. What is the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the line? We have the x-coordinate of the y-intercept of the line is n plus 8. At the y-intercept, it means x equals to 0. So n plus 8 equals to 0. It means we can find the value of n. So n equals negative 8. Now we can replace n equals negative 8 in this table. So we will draw it again. This is x and this is y. N minus 4, so negative 8 minus 4, which equals negative 12. And this is n, which is negative 8, and write down negative 5 and 19. This is a line, and this is a table. You can use Desmos to create the equation for this table. So you can use press plus, then table, write the values. We have negative 12 and negative 5, the corresponding value in y. Negative 5 like this. And go down, negative 8, no, negative 8, and 19. Then press on this button. It's add regression. Press on it. This is a linear regression because it's a straight line. So the equation is 6x plus 67. So this is the equation, the line. Y equals 67, 6x plus 67. That we want to find what? We want to find the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the line. So we can check the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. Go up from the graph. Yes, this is the point of intersection between the line and the y-axis. It's 0 and negative and 67. So the y-intercept or the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the line, it's 67. It means that the answer is 67. Let's move to the next one, question 15. G of A equals negative 1 over 16 times A minus 3 all squared plus 4. Before starting to read the question or answer the question, this is a quadratic function in the form of the vertex form. We can find the vertex. It's a 3, and you change the sign. It's a 3, and write this one down. So this is the vertex, so this is for x, and this is for g of x, and or as in the question, this is for a, and this is g of a. Now we'll check from the question. We have function g is defined by the given equation, represent the height in feet of the arrow above the ground, where a is the time. So this is the time. And it lies between 0 and 11, given that the graph of g of y equals g of a, which statement is the best interpretation of the vertex of the graph. So to describe the vertex of the graph, if the time is 3, so the maximum height, this is the height, is 4. So if the time is 3 seconds, this is the time in seconds, so the height is 4 feet. We'll check which one represent this. The arrow is 3 feet. No, the arrow is 4 feet, and the time is 3. The arrow was 4 feet above the ground when it was first. No, it's the maximum, not the first release, so it's not correct. The arrow maximum height is 3. No, the maximum height is 4. The arrow maximum height was 4 feet above the ground. Yes, that's correct. When the time is 3, the maximum height is 4. Let's move to question 16. G of x equals 13x plus c. The given function is graphed in the xy plane. Intersect the x-axis at x equals 3. What is the value of c? At x equals 3, y 0. So we can replace, we have 3 and 0 like this. Or you can use Desmos also to answer this question, but I prefer to not to use Desmos because it's very easy. Just replace x with 3, so it's 13 times 3 plus c. This is equals to 0. It means 39 plus c equals to 0, so c equals negative 39. This is by subtracting 39 from both sides, so the answer is A. Let's move to the next one, question 17. If an island has a land area of approximated 14,217,984 square feet, what is the land area of the island in square feet? Oops, to this 1 mile, we have a conversion. We have 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. This is very easy question. Just write down this one. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. We are talking about area. Area, it means you will change this conversion. All the terms are squared. Now we have 1 mile squared equals 5,280 squared feet squared. This is the unit. Now we will write this number under feet. So write it here. Then you'll use cross multiplication to find the final answer. 984 feet squared. And this is x. It means you multiply 1 times all of this number divided by 5,280 squared. You can use Desmos to answer this one also. Or you can use the calculator, which is better for you. This is your choice. We have 14 to 7. Then we have 9, 8, 9, 8, 4. All of this over 5,280 squared. It's 0.51, so it's A. I think it's an easy question now. Let's move to question 18. We have 3x bar 3 minus 63 x squared plus 204x. One factor of the given expression can be written as x minus k, where k is a positive constant. What is the greatest possible value of k? In this question, you can put the right-hand side equals to 0, and you can factor it by taking 3x as a common factor, then you will factor. But you can use Desmos to answer this question. You'll just consider this as a function, and we'll check the x-intercepts. So write down f of x equals 3x raised to the power of 3. It's wrong. 3. Okay. Minus 63 x squared plus 204x. Then we'll check the x-intercepts. Okay, where is the x-intercepts? Okay, zoom it out like this, go down. Yes, this is the x-intercept. This is the axis. And this is the x-intercepts, 20. We have 4 and 0. We have 0 and 0. And this is 4 and 0. And this is 17 and 0. We want to find the largest one. We have 4 and 17 and 0. The largest one, it will be 17. So the answer of 18 is 17. Let's move to question 19. 63y minus 2.1 equals tx. And we have 4x plus 55y equals 0.3 plus 46y. And the given system of equations, t is a constant. If the system has infinitely many solutions, what is the value of t? I think it's better to use Desmos. It will save a lot of time if you answer it with Desmos. You know, the infinite solutions, it means the lines, if we have one line like this, the other one, it will be on it like this. It means that this system has infinite number of solutions. So let's check the equations. We have, this is the previous one. We have the second equation, it's 4x plus 55y. This is equals 0.3 plus 46, sorry, y. This is the first one. The second one, it's 63y minus 2.1 equals tx. And we have now add slider for t. Yes, add the slider for t. So we have the purple, this is the equation, and we have the black. We will change t to make both lines on the same line. I think we have to put t less negative, so we can put it like between negative 30 or negative 40 and 10. Then we'll check. Okay. Yes, it's negative 28 point something. I will try to make both lines on the same line. It will be, yes, if t equals negative 28, we have infinite number of solutions like this. So the answer is negative 28. So it's negative 28. Let's move to the next one. The distance between Alan's home and his work office in miles. In miles, he can drive at an average speed of 38 miles per hour during his commute, which the equation model the time t in the hour Alan will take to drive for work office and come back. So which equation models the time? We want to find the time. You know that the speed equals distance over time. If you want to find the time, you will put the distance over the speed. So the time equals distance over speed. So we have the speed, which is 38. And for the distance, let's check. Yes, it's m miles, but it's m. I know it's m, but the question to his work office and back. So we have this is m and this is m. So be careful. This is 2m, not only m. Now you'll simplify. Divided 2 is 1. Divided 2 will be 19. So the answer is m over 19. The answer is D. Let's move to the next question. Question 21. A quadratic function h is defined by h of x equals ax squared minus 2x plus c, where a and c are constants. The graph of y equals h of x in the xy plane is a parabola that opens downward. So the parabola, this parabola, you know the parabola, this is the shape of the parabola. It opens downward like this, and it has a vertex which is h and k. And we have k is greater than 0, and we have also h of 1 equals h of negative 13. A lot of information. Which of the following must be true? A lies between negative 1 and 0, and C is greater than 0. So we'll check the first one. We have h of x equals ax squared minus 2x plus c. So we can use the symmetry form from this information that h of a equals h of negative 13. For the parabola, equal y values occur at the point symmetric about the x of symmetry. at the midpoint of 1 and negative 13. How can we find the midpoint between 1 and negative 13? You'll just put x equals 1 plus negative 13 over 2. This is to find the midpoint, which is negative 6. Now we have the axis of symmetry, x equals negative 6. But we have to know at the axis of symmetry, we can find the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola. As you know that to find the vertex, it's negative b over 2a and f of negative b over 2a. This part represents the axis of symmetry of the parabola. We'll use this part and put it equals to negative 6 and check x a is less than 0 or not. So x equals negative b, which is negative 2. This is b, negative 2. And this is a, this is c. Logic. Over 2a. Negative, negative, it will be positive. Cancel 2 with 2. So x is 1 over a. Now we have 1 over a equals 1 equals negative 6, as we mentioned before. Cross multiplication, it means a or flip both. So a equals negative 1 over 6. It means that we have a lies between negative 1 and 0. So the first condition is correct. So I is correct. Let's check the second one, that c is greater than 0. From the vertex, you know that k equals h of negative 6, right? Now we will check h of negative 6. Plug in the equation, this equation. We have a, x is 6, so it will be negative 6 squared, which is 36 minus 2 times negative 6 plus c. This is equals 36a plus 12 plus c. Then we will put a equals negative 1 over 6, as we mentioned before. This is the value of a. So put it equals negative 1 over 6. So we have h of negative 6 equals 36 times negative 1 over 6 plus 12 plus c. So it will be simplified, divided 6, 1, divided 6, it will be 6. So negative 6 plus 12, which equals 6. So it's 6 plus c. Now we have 6 plus c, it's greater than 0. This is an information. So c is greater than negative 6. So it's greater than a negative number, which is doesn't require c is greater than 0. So it's greater than negative 6. So it may be negative 5, maybe negative 4, maybe negative 3, maybe negative 2, maybe negative 1. All of them are negative values. So c is not greater than 0. So double I is not correct. It means I only. Let's move to question 22. 21, it's very long, but it's very easy. I think it's easy. If you know the concept of the quadratic function, how to find the axis of symmetry for the quadratic function, how to find the vertex of the quadratic function, it will be very clear and very easy. Let's move to question 22. It seems it's a long question. You know that the last questions, maybe it's somehow it's hard. Which expression represents one possible solution to the equation 9k squared over root 9k squared plus x minus 83 equals negative x squared over root 9k squared plus x squared. In this question, you want to find the value of x. How can we find the value of x? Okay, so I will move all of this, the right-hand side to the left-hand side with opposite sign. And also I will move negative 83 to the right-hand side with opposite side. So I write it down, write it 9k squared over root 9k squared plus x squared minus it will be plus, so plus x squared over root 9k squared plus x squared. This is equals, move negative 83 to the opposite with the opposite sign, so it's 83. On the left-hand side, you have the same denominator, so you can add both fractions. Write down the fraction sign like this, equals 83, and we have root 9k squared plus x squared. and this is 9k squared plus x squared. Now you can remove the numerator, and then you have root 9 k squared plus x squared. You can make cross multiplication, or you can write this numerator as the product of root 9k squared plus x times root 9k squared plus x all over this denominator equals 83, and you can cross the numerator with the denominator. But I have an easy method to answer this question. It will be better. You can make both the left-hand side all together squared and the right-hand side also squared. So this is 9k squared plus x squared. I will distribute the exponent for both the numerator and denominator over. If you put it squared, you will remove the square root with the power 2. So it's 9k squared plus x squared. This is equals 83 squared. Now you can cancel all of the denominator with 1 from the exponents, because you have the same value under the exponent, which is 9k squared plus x squared. It means that we have 9k squared plus x squared. This is equals 83 squared. Now we can find the value of x squared. Just move 9x squared or subtract 9x squared from both sides. So it's 83 squared minus 9k squared. Then take the square root. It means x equals the square root of 83 squared minus 9k squared. So where's the answer? The answer is B.